What's chilling, dudes? Welcome to What's on My Mind, and in this episode we are going to be talking about the process to organizing Patchwork UHC number 5. If you guys don't know about Minecraft, then this will be, I don't know, I think it'll be a little bit relevant to you because I'll be talking about how I personally tried to organize the UHC, how I brought people together, how I contacted people, and basically the process behind organizing a large event or just an event with so many different people, and maybe you guys will be able to apply it for your own events and apply some of these techniques. A lot of these aren't techniques I learned personally, but techniques which I believe work, and I think they worked pretty well for the UHC event. And for everyone who doesn't know, UHC is Ultra Hardcore, and it's a PvP event set in Minecraft, and we do it with YouTubers because it just keeps the player base to a minimum. Also because it becomes a YouTuber event, like everyone can watch it, and the more YouTubers that participate, the more people can watch it. So yeah, just to start off with, this was Patchwork's UHC number 5. Now Patchwork isn't a server. Patchwork is a group of YouTubers and friends who we like to keep in contact with, and those people we also like to invite to bi-monthly events. Well, monthly, but we have 2 events which each happen bi-monthly. We have the Quick Place Blocks event, which is a block placing event where the teams are randomized and the theme is randomized and the locations are randomized, and all the YouTubers basically just have a lot of fun collaborating with each other. The winner has the best build. And then on the other side of the spectrum, we have UHC, which is Ultra Hardcore, which I explained earlier. Now, the difference between the 2 different events, Quick Place Blocks, for example, and Quick Place Blocks and Ultra Hardcore. Quick Place Blocks, we are very much more lenient about who we let in. We don't really mind too much. There's a very, very low barrier to entry, and if you're invited to Quick Place Blocks, it's potentially because we like you as a person, but we'd like to get you to know you a little bit better. You don't technically need to YouTube, you just need to be someone we enjoy hanging out with. And those are the people we invite to Quick Place Blocks, and Quick Place Blocks is a lot of fun, a lot less stress. But Ultra Hardcore is a very, very much more professional. If Quick Place Blocks is not so much about the YouTube aspect and more about entertaining content, well, not content, it's more just about having fun as a group, plus the YouTube aspect of recording it. Ultra Hardcore is the other side of the spectrum, where we're trying to create entertaining content with YouTubers. Well, sorry, no, we're trying to make entertaining content, but usually the YouTubers are the best at making such entertaining content that we usually invite YouTubers, and we're much more strict about the barrier to entry to the Ultra Hardcore. Now, Ultra Hardcore number 5 was organized with the World of Madness server, which is run by 8-Bit Monkey. And to begin with, I'm not going to reveal too many details. I'm not really going to name names. I'm going to name a few names, but those are the people who are relevant. I'm not going to down anyone. I mean, there was no one to down really. So to begin with Ultra Hardcore, we had to talk in the very beginning, discuss what we were going to do with for the Patchwork UHC. We were planning to do it in a group, and then it was me, Crazy Man, and Sparks organizing the UHC, and then Sparks brought up the idea of inviting the World of Madness server, which we very excitedly agreed, because we haven't done anything like the Patchwork group with the World of Madness group, so that was awesome. I was going to organize the UHC for December, except I had my exams going on, so unfortunately, oh no. We were going to do it for November, except I didn't do it because I was organising my exams, and then Crazy Man had other things on his mind, and Sparks just wasn't involved at all in the very beginning. So we had to delay our UHC to December, and that was the ultimate factor for why a lot of people couldn't turn up to UHC number 5, and why we only had, I think, 19 people in the very end. If it wasn't so close to December, we recorded it on December the 21st. A lot of people would have made it. I know that Kyle, for example, would have made it, and Rizmalek. Well, Rizmalek was a guest, but we'll see about the future. Let's see. So we had to talk about our ideas. We had to discuss it as a group. We always want a twist. We always want to make it a little bit different and make it a little bit more special for each Ultra Hardcore. And this season, Crazy Man suggested the idea of the Mumble plugin. And the Mumble plugin had a lot of issues which we debated, but ultimately we did choose it just for the experience. And I think that the Mumble plugin definitely made this UHC one of our best UHCs, if not the best. Okay, so we decided on the Mumble plugin. That took a very long time, but at the time the Mumble plugin wasn't for 1.8, so we had to organize it for 1.7, and that brought a lot of issues about whether we wanted a day-night cycle, whether we wanted the world border. We discussed it for a very long time, like all of these different ideas, week on and off. And by the end of it, we did decide, we decided a few plans, and we brought to the group which plan they wanted to choose, and ultimately they chose the Mumble plugin, which we liked as well. So that was interesting. Now, as a YouTube UHC organizer, I had to think about a lot of different things. First of all, of course we had the planning, so we knew what was going on, and if anyone had any questions, we would answer them firmly and certainly. And second of all, we couldn't deviate from that plan, otherwise we'd have a lot of people confused if we changed it, for example, and they didn't hear about it. So we had to make that decision very firmly, and when we did change things, we had to make sure we kept to the changes. Now, second of all, we needed to organize the server. The server was graciously given by Chart Ruske and his and my friend Ray, an Australian, and we are very grateful to them, but we had to organize the server things, or the preparations like that. I made the map in a single night after a few hours, had MC edited all the bedrock borders, and then after that I sent the world to Sparks for Sparks to add some extra redstone command block stuff. We put it onto the server and we tested the server, made sure that it was lag free with us on it, and we were in constant communication, me, Chart, Sparks and Ray, the technical dudes. Got the Mumble server working. Sparks was doing his command block stuff, and I have to say a huge amount of thanks to Chart for everything he did for the UHC. He did the timer, he organized the server on his own, and when we had technical issues and the server was too laggy in the very beginning, Chart chose the idea to put the server on a RAM disk and decrease to increase the FPS, and I would like to say a huge amount of thanks to Chart, because he was what made this UHC so good at the very end. Sorry, running so well at the very end. So we had all of those technical issues. After that, we had to decide on the Mumble stuff. Well, once we decided on Mumble, we had to make sure that everyone who was going to turn up to the UHC was ready and configured. So I personally volunteered my services to anyone who wanted my help to configure their Mumble settings, and I did about 15 different people, and it was a very good opportunity to go meet people and say hi, so they knew who I was. One thing about the organizer is you need to be someone that people trust. If you're not really known, then people won't understand what you're saying. Well, no, people won't know who's the leader. It's better for people to know personally who the leader is, so if they have any questions they can ask that leader, and they can feel a lot more comfortable with the fact that that person is in charge and that person will fix everything. If there's a problem, then he'll do it. And with the Mumble settings, it did take a while, but we did get everyone sorted before the UHC event. It's sad really, because I know a lot of people would have loved to turn up to the UHC, so perhaps we'll do the Mumble plugin for UHC 6 as well, and maybe on 1.8, maybe with the world border. Let's see, Mumble settings was all good, and then apart from that we had to deal with the spam and the official update and whatnot. I tried to keep everyone in the loop by posting a few updates every now and then, so people understood what was going on. If there was a slight change, then I let them know, so everyone was in the loop. That was good. And then apart from that, as a organizer, you have to have a professional image. So in the spam chat I was a little bit more friendly, but overall as the organizer I had to be hyped, because if you're the leader and you're the organizer, I think that the hype and the happiness and the excitement conveys to all the members in your, when you're the leader, you convey your excitement and hype to everyone else. If the leader isn't hyped, then the members won't be hyped, and that is very prevalent in the Minecraft group, where because Good's not excited and hyped for the Minecraft server, a lot of the members I don't think are conveying the same hype and excitement that they usually would if he was excited for it. And you, as a professional, you need to keep a professional image, so you need to make sure that people are in the loop. You need to be concerned about other people. When you become an organizer, it's no longer about you, it's about the other people, and how you act should always be for the event. For me as a UHC organizer, I had to put my wants and desires aside and not complain whenever something didn't go my way, which wasn't very often. But I'll talk about that in a very bit. That was the the biggest challenge of the UHC. So after all of that planning, we turn up to the day, and the server was laggy when we first started the UHC. And kudos to Chart for for organizing it very, very well. He helped out so much, and I'm very grateful to him. But again, the second time round we start, and then I die 3 minutes in. And I know everyone was sad, and like I watched a few of the videos, and a lot of people were sad that I died very early because they knew how much work I put into this. I'm not gonna like sugarcoat it. There was a lot of work which went into this UHC and making it run properly and make sure that everyone was happy. Maybe a little bit more than needed, but I think that it was better that everyone was comfortable with what was going on, rather than people being out of the loop. But once I died, it wasn't really that hard, because it was still about the UHC, and I was happy that the UHC was going on. And I don't know, I wish I would have lasted longer in the UHC, but I wasn't extremely irritated. I was happy that everyone else was having fun, and they would continue to have fun even though I died. And yeah, just complaining about spilt milk, you can't really do anything. You'll bring other people down. Keep that positivity. I don't know, I missed it. And then, even then, after the UHC, still had to organize a little bit. I had to leave on holiday straight afterwards for 5 days. Made sure that there was an upload schedule on the Google Doc for everyone to follow. There are still a lot of people who are missing their YouTube uploads, but they've all got their certain reasons, like internet, for example. Footage, I think, was one issue. But overall, I think it's going well. Like the main headers are getting their uploads out. For me, I made sure that my thumbnail didn't reveal anything, and I made sure that I made it as if I was participating for the entire UHC season. Made sure that the intro was the kind of same. Made sure there was music for other people. In the end, being the UHC organizer is not about you, it's about everyone else. And if it turns out great, then you're fine. And that's my approach anyway. So that was what happened during the UHC. Reflections, I wish I'd lived longer, but obviously that's what anyone really wishes. Regrets, yeah, approaching Wizzo. Oh well, I don't regret no gentleman's agreement, because it did add a lot of fear in the very beginning. I think that this UHC theme turned out really well. I'm very happy with everyone who turned up, and I'm very sad that other people couldn't turn up, but it was very close to Christmas. UHC End should be coming out pretty soon as well. I can't remember how long it went, but I don't think it's any more than 10 episodes, so be hyped for the end of the UHC. It is a very good end from what I hear. I don't know too much about the very end. If you're watching this, if you're listening to this, any of the UHC members, know that all of you are invited back to the next UHC, and all of you did great, and I'm very happy with everyone who turned up. And everyone made it a lot easier on me, where they could. And I want to say thank you for turning up and making this UHC, I'm going to say it, make this UHC the best UHC which we've done as a Patchwork group. And all of you are invited back to Season 6, regardless of whether you're representing World of Madness or not. I want to thank my World of Madness guests because they didn't really know Patrick too well, and Patrick didn't really know World of Madness too well, but we've known each other a little bit better, and now I think that everyone's a lot more happy with each other in the group. Yeah, so my question to you guys is, what UHC theme would you like to see next for Patchwork UHC? I will be organising personally, so I will read your comments, and if you guys have any suggestions on what you want to see, then I'll read it and I'll make sure that I'll consider it. If it's good, then I'll add it. If it's minor, then sure, why not? If it's major, then I'll have to see. It will depend on what we want as a group. Thank you, the viewers, for supporting the UHC event. Super good. The entire season has been pretty good. Like, the reception has been great, and I wouldn't have it any other way. UHC is probably one of the best events which we've done as a Patchwork group. One of the things it's the only thing apart from quick close blocks which keeps us together. So your continued support helps us keep together as a community. Anyway, cheers for listening, guys. And I'll see you on the next video. You'll hear me in the next video, or if you want to go see one of my videos in the description, links, gaming channel and whatnot, follow my Twitter if you want to go keep up. I've got an Instagram as well if you want to go follow that. Thank you guys so much, and I'll cheers. I'll see you guys next time.